Bora. Pra lá. Procure Jackson Plum. Ué, essa engenharia 3. Dá pra ir pulando. Tem um jeitinho. Pera aí. O maluco espatifou.
Allah, I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for...
What? No. That ain't how we operate an Auntie's choice, Liza.
Demotion?
No. Now cease. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allow the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. Not nearly. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new protectorate acquisitions. That's right. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy. And she see?
Were you not listening? She said she'd always...
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive, and there ain't no way off this platform besides jumping. You've seen how that... The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery...
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to...
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well...
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
Exactly! Because he had no idea how they're experimental. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they could give you a fair...
Plus, you'll have the advantage of practicing with them on solid ground, rather than up in the blue. Should give better habituation than poor Jackson.
What? But that doesn't make any... Look, are you gonna help us or not?
Thank the sun.
Tá, tipo uns 2 pulos. Tá, mas e aí? Porra, lá em cima, mas como é que eu vou? Deu bom. Dá pra cobrir uma distância grande.
Oh, you're by our crop of Brachythecium rotabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a way.
E aí?
That's it? It was that easy? That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, but wonderful. Get us down and I'll happily compensate.
Roupa de fazendeiro.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of my...
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple.
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few... Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our... It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest. But to be honest...
É. Malucão morto aqui. Vamos ver agora. Tem um aqui do lado. Destruir os drones. E agora tem 2 pulos, bem melhor. Deve ser pra cá. Eita! Nossa!
Executive skill building continues. Well, at least for me. Can't speak for my inept colleagues. Today's task, leverage teamwork and leadership to navigate a risky landscape blindfold.
Ready to wait for your command.
It's called
Eu fiquei numa situação ruim na real. Melhor. Nossa, minha vida.
Of course, I served as leader of this activity. Thankless job. Not my fault he's tangled between volatile questions. Duly noted for the log. Quite the oversight from management to set this exercise in an uncharted minefield. Someone will catch hell when I'm an important VP. Soon enough.
Acho que é aqui. Aqui dá pra desativar os drones. Feito. Aqui eu fiz a limpa. Eu recuperei praticamente todas as balas. Interessante. Acho que foi. Tem mais bicho aqui. Fechou. Agora aqui.
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up. Wait. Some aren't dead yet.
A galera que vazou, né? Teria pra escalar ali.
We're closed.
Ainda limpa.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I...
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going...
That ain't something you are...
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded. It is of no matter, regardless. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. That's when things became tense. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things, for some reason she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought but you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that. She was so agitated when I first met her. But after we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. We became friends when she... Well, for some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him we all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much. At least
She ain't the only one.
it's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing. She said learning the truth of things. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all.
Know a little something about that too.
I did try after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield.
That sounds like it could be her agent identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. Then they had to answer the accusations I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. That's all.
Isso é bom. Inimigos não ficam mais escondidos pelo manto. Era fora do campo de visão do jogador e a direção pela qual. Isso é bom. Aqui agora. Porra, longe isso. Dá pra voltar aqui pra fazer essas coisas.
this post so many times I could do it in my sleep.
These riffs got me off. Been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good. Why, that's terrible. But what? Sovereign's. Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead. This was supposed. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Personal thrusters? Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your comp. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out.
Voltando. O que é? Aqui. Ah, tá. Aquela guria.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Oh, Inez, you look... Well,
something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in it.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to... that is not common knowledge in this town. But before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame skill... Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down.
Where my own first aid training can't reach. Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it.
Would if I could have done more. Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism, and I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a...
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble.
The second candidate is a raptidon matriarch. The only one of her kind on the island, as I understand it.
Deep in protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her...
When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective.
That I...
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in Yes, though I would recommend... Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, I mean, log... Oh, I love questions. I'm unused to the way things are done. One wishes to protect what you take, or perhaps he will manage to prove... Very well. I ought to focus more on my... I work directly with... In theory, I would not be here if this...
So. Like a shadow. Por longe. Então, vamos aqui primeiro então. Parece o Ballad. estética é meio parecida mesmo. Metros.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472.
Oh, great. A 472. Been a while since I had to dodge bullet spray.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here in the rears, it's because the dang problems ran us out of the desalinator. Now
Do
we're
I
stuck
look
here
approachable?
on standby wages.
Because I'm not.
Word is Nova Street is ordering repairs on the protectorate survivors in Westwood. Once any change has reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. I kind of think...
Não. Tô doido, roubar do nada. Na frente dos outros.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk.
Scout report.
Yes, sir. Let's move along. Hello. And goodbye.
Those guards are mighty agitated. And some are wearing gas masks. Yeah, something ain't right here. We should be cautious.
Parece que tem uma galerinha aqui. Oi. Fodeu.
Formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidal here to, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidal, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Help me formulate a cure.
Gonna take a wild guess and presume that industrial macrowave is the cause for the biomatter splatter hereabouts. Don't think I want the details.
Hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain.
Eyes up. Hostiles.
Tô vendo. Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Esses caras são fortes.
My annoyance is palpable. My frustration knows no what
Opa.
now.
Sorry.
Ain't nothing there.
Once more, I find myself full of indignation about anything and everything. Whoever this is,
Somebody get that!
any little thing, I swear. Absolutely! Radar backstop this lab set up every time. Meanwhile, Atlas is still sleeping outdoors. I want a void damn mattress!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
Okay.
Just say when.
Will somebody cover me or what?
They're in the fight.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Ask for help, but help?
Finish me up first. Dying over here.
Hunkering down!
Nossa senhora.
Here we go! Speaking about getting business.
Hunkering down.
Picks me up. That's good for you.
Still here!
Good for you.
Back in business.
What in the where now? The insides are leaking outside, Commander.
Nossa. Ela fugiu. Tá tirando de mim, mano. Agora eu vi.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. You there? Oh, you're likely affected too, or could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by blood. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act under Outbreak Provision 5I, Elman Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Oh, all that pleading and the like, yes. Well, it's but. Back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet assuming success. Your fee will be based on the length of your involuntary impressment. We, of course, value your time and effort. Now, with that out of the way, you see, our lab is a far cry from the others. It all requires a certain devotion. In the end, it's really, speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, I find that what matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our research is a close second, and curing my... Well, it should all be rather straightforward. Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Tremendous. Well then, we'll need 2 things. Fresh set after that. An antidote should be... Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous. The research team's findings are on a tip once we have...
Convenient that he only managed to save himself from the spores. Still, we ought to fix this before it spirals more out of control.
Precisa limpa de qualquer jeito. Precisa pegar as amostras.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Shit's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life outside our lab? No. Audacious advances requires commitment. Absolute commitment! Rolling up my sleeves.
We've got company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Ah, muito vídeo. Uma coisa aqui. Tinha. Tá cheio desses lagartos. Isso aqui.
I've had my fill of wrangling spores. This should be enough for the antidote.
Fechou. Precisa limpa aqui.
Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in Too always fortuitous. Just imagine the answer. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Normally, I'd say, there. Enable the device. Yes.
Se eu tivesse medicina alta, dava pra melhorar.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Nice try. But you don't not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another not budging. Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a wonderful. All right. I am activating the air filter. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your act. I, Ahmed Ormsby, under the power granted me by the PC.
Traje de fuga.
The biological samples within the remains outside are no doubt deteriorating rapidly.
Deixa eu ver. Pô, mas... Mas eu perco um espaço, né? Tudo bem também. Só vou daí colocar essas duas armas que quando eu for usar eu coloco ela. Nada de choque. Aqui. Tô com isso. 200 instantaneamente. 300 instantaneamente.
To recreate the system. Some curious.
Beleza. Travado. Absorção de choque, absorção de plasma. Metade de choque. Nice. Deixa eu ver isso aqui. Oi, tinta. Meu Deus, tem que ir pra cá agora. Caranguejo. Bar 5. Deixa assim. Wake up. Time to die.
I'll take care of him, Commander.
Esse eu não fui, né?
Look alive, Commander.
Quanto item?
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Another load of loot. Plenty to get me back
This
in the
looks like the
race.
place.
Just didn't
I
count
haven't
for all
felt
these
this high strung
crowds.
since Horizon
Real
Point.
fly in the old ointment. Could you sit tight?
Niles.
Howdy, Joe. You look well.
E aí, filhão?
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little song. Sancha then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a...
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's some...
Found her! You there! Step...
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong.
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intel. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about if you're sincere in your desire to help. Prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please. It has to do with the location of a vault, rumored to house the Protector.
I am.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution.
Not to worry.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as a...
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving. And that my friend's pain threshold was... I'll answer what I can. If you met a woman, then I met Niles. Stop there. The Crabbles? They keep you... I do believe that one day, the truth... Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Sorry. Caralho, não achei que ia ser tão rápido.
That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communique.
The announcer's voice is...
The advertisements help anxious folks straighten out their minds. Trust the brand, observe set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive...
Tá. Não sei que porra que eu tô fazendo, sinceramente. Robô.
My body is covered in burns acquired in battle during the attack. The only relief I have...
You locked in here under your own steam and a pure reason. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison... Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. Guess outsiders aren't all just based in... This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure... They'd sell to us? Those medicaments you gave us before? No, never. You must think me easily hoodwinked. Our societies are sworn... This is dangerous talk, friend. Not seeing a wealth... The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. Well now, that should do nicely. Thank you. I recognize these patients. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less... I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. See you... People have been complaining about those ads playing. Outsider? All manner of hollering.
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit, our banter.
That endless yattering is more insipid than I'd imagined.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to... But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please. Serving Unit 1. Something for...
Confirm it.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always... And that would be worse than what we've already endured. We are better than they. And I, for one, refuse to give Auntie and her ilk the pleasure of compromising our... That is unlikely, as they are too ignorant. Our society was built from the bedrock up. Through the we all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves. How dare you? The lower classes, as you call them, are the very... Why, we've even eradicated the drudgery of manual labor through our perfection of auto mechanic. That brings me to a matter I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved. Its people given a reprieve. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on... We are not miracle workers, how? We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. Recalibrating a mechanical is not simply a matter of flipping a few switches. Reprogramming mechs to perform functions outside their assigned role. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Why, we're traitors. Now, either the arbiters arrive to execute us. My linguistic responsibility, I owe it to every single person here to try. That's abundantly kind of you. Though there must be something I can offer. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there. Once at least. I don't. In exchange for the automech parts we need, never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Wonderful. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now. The itinerant stranger returns. Parts can now...
Onde que é mesmo? Aqui.
Must be at least a few useful parts in here. It's warped. Just like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable... Westport, fortunately, there's nothing here that... Let's just say... True, but I digress. Was there anything... The center is... As I was saying, the automech repair... Yes, nor the troopers who should... Yes, no! Some other... Like...
Um lugar grande, parece.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Seguinte.
Armed and ready.
goes there?
Calma.
By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is where...
All right, let's not lose our head. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak. Nothing. One.
Hey, Commander. I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them. Right. Okay. Well, if we do as Milverstreet's asked and convert the populace to Auntie's choice, they're more likely to get the care they need and not be sentenced to death. Milverstreet also promised us a way into the Vox. Oh, and a ritzy hat. Man drives a hard bargain. Reviving Westport would anger some folks back in Fairfield, but there's no question the Vigilant could help us get into the Vox station a whole heck of a lot easier. Your heart's rightly placed, Commander, but past experience has taught me that sometimes helping causes more harm than good. That's all I'm getting at. Before you make a decision one way or the other, let's ask around. See what the residents have to say.
E é isso. Depois eu continuo. Vamos ver qual lado que eu vou ajudar.